Good afternoon. First and foremost, we want to thank you for taking your time out of your day to review our presentation. We will be assessing the current problem in our German location. And without further ado, here is our business proposal for Senor Bobby.
Hi, I'm Bianca Alvarez.
I'm Jenny Centeno.
I'm Audrey Dillig.
And Francisco Hernandez.
We're the executive board. We oversee the franchise as a whole. Despite each location being individually owned, we value the success of the franchise as a whole.
With that, we value the cohesiveness of all our locations to ensure the quality of our service and flavors are consistent.
So as Audrey mentioned before, we are focused on the Germany branch for this presentation. So therefore, we're going to be going through our personal goals, our scope, the issues identified within the 2 months that opened for the Germany branch, and the solution that we provided, and also the timetable with the dates specifically, and also the budget for our solutions. And at the very end, we will be how we will evaluate our success for this branch.
Senor Bobby's personal goals. Senor Bobby's restaurant is among the best known Mexican-American establishments in the United States. Our vision is to expand and build our brand internationally. We strive to provide quality food and service to all our guests in order to keep a devoted customer base. To accomplish this, we need to create a passionate and hardworking team globally. Senor Bobby opened our first overseas location in Frankfurt, Germany. Our goal is to open in all of the Germany's major cities before expanding to the rest of the world. Our mission is to produce great tasting and reasonably priced Mexican-American food in a clean and family-friendly environment. Our scope. Senor Bobby was established in 1975 and originated in Southern California. Senor Bobby has built the go-to Mexican restaurant. We have 1,000 staff members and receive over 20 million guests a year. We also have 24 existing locations in 16 states in the US. We care deeply about the community. We serve as a place of great tasting traditional Mexican food for many communities. We donate to homeless shelters all over the United States every night. Issues identified. The first issue would be inconsistent food and flavors. We had difficult time transitioning our recipes to the new location in Germany. The German branch does not have access to certain ingredients and have turned to substitutions. The inconsistency in taste has led to less popularity, decreasing sales. The second issue would be cultural differences. In an attempt to solve the issues of inconsistent flavors, the US wanted to work with the German branch, but instead created conflict. This was because they were both uneducated of each other's cultures. The third issue would be language barriers. Not all members of the German and American teams are multilingual in each other's languages. These language barriers have made it difficult to communicate effectively. The fourth reason would be time zone difference and meeting conflict. There was actually a scheduling conflict because of the 6-hour difference. In addition, their virtual meetings were not well suited to form strong relationships and trust. Lastly, loss of sales. As a result of all the issues mentioned, sales have not met the company's expectations.
With the problems mentioned above, we formulated a solution. First up, we have to form a foreign affairs team. This team will work directly with the German branch. They will consist of 5 members, which are 3 American restaurant owners from our top locations and the 2 German location co-owners. Their purpose is to alter the menu items, create the new recipes, and to expand the franchise and build the brand's popularity. This team will be in charge of handling Senor Bobby's foreign affairs moving forward and will work closely together to create strong ties within each location. As Jenny mentioned in the issues above, our team have been experiencing a lot of cultural barriers and differences. So the next part of our solution is to implement cultural etiquette training. The company will hire a German international relations professor and educator through online courses. Offices will hold training sessions for foreign affairs team members, and employees will be encouraged to practice cultural etiquette in the everyday office space. So what exactly will these courses be covering? Well, all cultures have different aspects, including visible and invisible culture, and it's important that our team knows all of these different things. Visible culture includes dress, words, gestures, body language, and outward behavior, while invisible culture includes beliefs and values, attitudes and biases, feelings and fears, and upbringing. By knowing this, people will understand each other and they will work better together. This will ensure that each team is aware of each other's etiquette and respect of each one's cultures. In order to tackle the next issue, which is language barriers, we'll implement online language lessons and workshops. This will be accessible to all employees. Basic language lessons will be available online, and it will be required for all employees that are working with foreign affairs to take. While it's not required nor expected for them to become completely fluent, this will still be beneficial. They will be able to learn each other's basic phrases and be better equipped when interacting. When dealing with overseas affairs, it is important that we utilize online resources. With that being said, we will hold virtual meetings regularly scheduled around time differences. Meetings that take place while they're learning about each other's languages and cultures will include a third-party translator or a multilingual team member. To establish and plan these meetings effectively, we will utilize virtual conference applications and digital calendars and agendas. Again, we'll use Zoom, and we could also use Google Calendar or Outlook Calendar. The most essential part of our solution will be the face-to-face meetings. Team members will be appointed to attend international meetings for menu changes and team building. This will be the Foreign Affairs team. Here, they will go to Germany and they will revise the menu and prepare for the reopening of the German branch.
As seen on the screen, we created a timetable for the following: forming the Foreign Affairs team, the cultural etiquette training, online language courses, the 2 weeks of menu revision, and finally, our Zoom meetings used for checkups. The Foreign Affairs team will be chosen and created on January 1st. The cultural etiquette classes will take place every Monday in the month of January, and as for the language workshops, they'll take place every Tuesday of the month. We went ahead and listed the dates on the screen. On February 1st, we'll be sending our Foreign Affairs team to Frankfurt, Germany on a business trip. On the 1st, the team will introduce themselves and work on team building. Through the February 3rd and the 6th, they'll start formulating and testing new recipes. On the 7th, they'll take a day off for themselves. They will start reconstructing and finalizing the new menu on the 8th and work on it through the 12th. On February 13th to the 14th, they'll start preparing the restaurant's reopening. And finally, on the 15th, they'll be coming back to America, concluding their business trip. As February ends, Zoom meetings will reoccur every first Monday of the month to check up on the branch. We also went ahead and did some research and brought you an estimated budget for our plan. Cultural classes will be provided by a company named Business Training Works. They will be providing 4 sessions in total for 5 members. They will be hosting them through online session for a total cost of $6,000. The language classes will be provided by Duolingo. Duolingo has a monthly subscription for $11.99, and for 5 members, this will add up to a total of $65 for the whole month. For the 2-week business trip that we'll be sending our Foreign Affairs team, for one round trip ticket, it will be $450. And so for 3 members, it will lead to a total cost of $1,350. They will be staying a total of 6 nights for $50 a night, adding to a total of $300. During the 2-week closure, since we'll be working on new ingredients and revised menus, we are expecting some income loss, which we are expecting a total of $5,000. Including everything together and adding it, we are expecting a total cost of $12,715.
Now on to how the team is planning to evaluate the success of this 2-week plan. To best see if our solutions improve the sales at the restaurants as a whole, we are planning to evaluate 2 sales reports, one in January and one in March. The first sales report to be reported will be at the end of January 2021. With the restaurant being open for only a couple months, the results from this report will represent the restaurants in its first stages prior to our implemented solution. After the first month sales report, the first week of February, which is February 1st to the 15th, we would start to implement our solutions, which will require the restaurant location to be temporarily closed for 2 weeks. To see if the solutions increased our sales, we compare the numbers in January to the numbers in the March sales report. The sales reports consist of food sales, alcohol beverage sales, gift card sales, sales tax, and tips/service charges. For the end of January sales report, the projected numbers for this month in the sales report turned out fairly low compared to what we have envisioned. In the graph presented to you, the food sales were $2,917.74. The alcohol and beverage sales were $193. The gift card sales were $100. Sales tax was $257.82, and the tips/service charges were $392. The reasoning behind the low numbers is because of issues going on with the food inventory, which caused inconsistency in the Germany restaurant. However, when the CEO and the owners of the other Senor Bobby franchises tried to discuss the issues that came up with the new location, there was difficulty communicating with the Germany owners, which left the issues to be unresolved. However, for the March sales, the sales report represents how the restaurant is doing after 2 months of implementing the solutions. So the restaurants have had a couple months to implement what they have learned during those 2 weeks within these 2 months. And in the graph, as you can see, the sales report increased drastically. The food sales is $11,670.96. The alcohol and beverage sales are $1,544. The gift card sales is $400. The sales tax is $1,031.28, and the tips/service charges are $1,568. We would highly recommend to follow through with our 2-week plan because we believe this plan will be a viable asset not only to our restaurant in Germany, but to the company as a whole. In conclusion, our main purpose is to eliminate any miscommunication between the CEOs, other restaurant owners, and staff. With our 2-week plan, which consists of cultural etiquette training, virtual meetings, online language lessons/workshops, and face-to-face meetings, we believe those solutions will not only help improve the restaurant's sales, but it will benefit the entire franchise and team relationship as a whole. And so again, thank you. Here below is our contact information. Feel free to contact us if you have any questions or concerns.